Hello, I'm Mr. Polk and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'd like to do a quick little segment and show you how to make compound butter. Compound butter is great. It's a flavored butter that you can slice. You can keep it stored in your freezer, your fridge. You can put it on your steaks, which is what we're going to do, or chicken or fish. You can even let it soften and actually spread it onto the product before you cook it. So there's so many things you can do. So this recipe is going to start out with 4 ounces or 1 stick of softened unsalted butter. And then most people just use butter, but I like to kind of step it up a little bit, and I like to add an ounce of cream cheese. And the cream cheese is just going to help add a creaminess to the compound butter. The idea is when the compound butter starts to melt, it's going to add this nice layer of creaminess to your product. So you mix it together. Now you could use your KitchenAid mixer if you want to, or you can just sort of mix it by hand like I am. And then once you get it mixed in there, then you want to add all of your seasonings. And that's really what makes this butter special. So what you're going to do is I like to add a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese. I like to add a half teaspoon of garlic powder or granulated garlic. I like to add a 1/4 teaspoon of dill, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of marjoram, and a 1/4 teaspoon of basil. And we do a 1/4 teaspoon of chives, 1/8 of a teaspoon of thyme, a whole teaspoon of parsley, and then we finish with 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper. And then we simply mix all of this together in the bowl, just like this. Then you're going to lay out either a piece of parchment paper or a piece of saran wrap. I like the saran wrap if I'm going to store it in the fridge or the freezer. It seems to keep it nice. And then you're just going to simply take your saran wrap and roll it over your butter like this, and then roll it up. And then once you roll it up, you're going to kind of make it into like a log or a sausage, whatever you want to call it. I like to twist the one end and then kind of work it through to make it nice and even. You can even roll it on the table if you want, just to give it that nice shape, and then twist the other end. And now you have your compound butter, and what you'll be able to do is let that set up, either put it in the fridge or put it in the freezer, and then when you're ready to use it, you'll be able to slice it into little discs and put it on top of your product. So that way you can get a really nice depth of flavor, and as you're going to see in the upcoming videos, as it melts on top of the steak, it creates a nice little sauce. So thanks for cooking with me today, and I can't wait to cook with you real soon right here in Mr. Polk's kitchen.